I just started playing for my primary school team. Really, my friends played for it as well, and I just decided to join because I was quite into football anyway and watching football. Yeah, and I joined and I loved it. And from there, I went on to play club football for a season with Edinburgh City before moving on to Municipal United, where I spent my whole youth career, and then before moving on to Hibs for my senior career, and then obviously on to Rangers after that. I think, to be fair, there were opportunities within boys' clubs, and obviously my school team was mostly boys, so the opportunity was there for me to go and play the boys, and the boys were pretty accepting and stuff like that, so that was really good for me. But in terms of playing girls-only football, there wasn't really until I probably went to Municipal when I was about 13, 14, and there was obviously a girls' league then. But yeah, in the early days, girls-only football wasn't really a thing, but I did feel accepted by the boys. I think even before I was a goalkeeper, I loved the position and I loved watching goalkeepers. So I'd probably say Alan McGregor and Craig Gordon, because they were both in the Scotland setup, and I remember I used to go to all the Scotland games and I loved watching it on telly and stuff like that. And I think they both played in Scotland at the time. So yeah, they were an inspiration for me to become a goalkeeper. But I also grew up a Liverpool fan as well. So obviously like Steven Gerrard and Premier League players like that were massive role models for me growing up just in the football world. I didn't have a female role model just because there wasn't any exposure in the media. It was never on telly. I didn't actually know anyone in the national team, or if there was a national team, when I was really young, because you never heard about it. But you compare that to now, and there's so many now, and it's so different, which is really, really good to see. I think it'd be good to see more leagues become professional, more of the men's clubs back in the women's side, as Rangers have done brilliantly. It'd be good to see Scotland going into, obviously there's full-time teams, but into a full-time league with every team being professional would be brilliant. So yeah, it's going to take more media coverage from the women's game, not just in Scotland but elsewhere. I think that comes as a knock-on effect from the media, maybe getting more exposure out there. Come at the games, when COVID's over, hopefully we can get fans back in our games and people can come along and see what's to offer. That's a lot, and they might be surprised by the standard of the women's game. So yeah, I think that's the main two things I would say. Yeah, I'd probably just say stick in. If you love it, stick in, work hard, because there's so many opportunities now compared to when I was younger to go and play professionally. When I was younger, I think England was maybe just going part-time. So it was nice to see that there was maybe an opportunity to make some money from football, but maybe not a living. But now, you've got it in Scotland, like young Scottish girls growing up can see where they can get to, and that's not just in Scotland. As I say, there's opportunities everywhere in the world, but it's good to see that they can look up to us as a first team and see, that if they want to get there, it's achievable. There's so many different countries now, so yeah, stick in, work hard, and if you love the sport, see where it gets you, and you never know, one day you could be a professional player.